And welcome into Extra Time, a weekly video podcast with Fox 4 and FC Naples, where we take you behind the scenes every week for the first season of professional soccer here in Southwest Florida. I'm Ryan Kruger, and I got to tell you, this rivalry that we have seen right now with FC Naples and Chattanooga Red Wolves SC, it's the reason why we all love sports. Another excellent match ended in a draw. We kind of knew that this was a rivalry that was forming. We watched that match. Hard fought, ended a 2-2 draw. How did you feel about that match?
Yeah, it was, it's what you expect out of games that are maybe more of rivalries. It's back and forth, high energy. Both teams were working really hard. We're defending hard. There's a lot of emotions in it. I thought we had two beautiful goals scored. Now it's for us to get better, to learn from our mistakes, to not let the team back in it when we've worked so hard to take a lead.
Those two scores, both by the same guy, Justin Weiss. We had him on the podcast recently. He had just logged his first minutes, and boy, he came out. Those two goals were just both huge. How did you feel about his play?
Yeah, no, I had the pleasure of coaching him in Chicago. He's a goal scorer. That's why we brought him here. And, working back from injury, he finally got to a point where, he was at a point to play heavier minutes than just as a sub. And as you said, he came out like lightning, and two beautiful goals. The first goal, was a fantastic team goal with the ball from Perpa and the header from Carson. And the second goal, a fantastic pass from Jaden. And, Justin buries his chances when he gets them. So it was great to see him get those professional goals.
I think the announcers, they called it a symphony with the double headers. It was beautiful. It was, I don't think I've ever seen a play quite like that. And I assume that was just, Carson and Justin, obviously they know each other from college. I assume that's just the fact that they're all comfortable and they know that their teammate's going to be there, right?
Yeah. It's part of the expanding on what we're working on offensively. Obviously, that specific scenario, we didn't work on the double header. But those type of ideas, being in the right place, the movement off the ball, again, the ball from Perpa to Carson, all of that is, things we work on. So to see the kind of the next layering of our offensive attack start to be implemented is great.
You switched things up a little bit this time with your formation. The first time I think I've noticed you're doing more of a 3-5-2 set. What was sort of the rationale behind that?
Yeah, one is reality, and during a season, sometimes there's injuries, and so you can't always you have to adapt. So that's part of it, and part of it we felt, given how Chattanooga plays, matching up kind of to their formation would give us a little bit more pressure on them, as well as playing with five midfielders allowed us to have a little bit more width at times. They're very disciplined in their defensive block. So creating width kind of forces their block to expand a little bit more, which will, your hope or the goal with it, the intention is to open up more central lanes. And what you saw from both goals was part of that, of the creation of pulling their back line a little bit more spread out to have those central lanes open.
As we look ahead to the upcoming schedule, so we no match this weekend, but then next week we got two. And both of them on the road. It's going to be very similar to that last road trip we had, where it's going to be that quick turnaround. So the two tough matches there. What can you tell us about? I guess we'll talk about South Georgia Tormenta first.
Yeah, they've been one of the clubs that's historically been in the league for a while. They have a clear identity of who they are and try to play that way. Obviously, so far this season, maybe the results haven't gone the way they've been hoping, but they're a very tough team. They have an attacker, a striker who's very fast, able to create a lot of goal scoring opportunities. So our defense is going to have to be honed in for that. And then a lot of opportunities, I think, for us in the transitional moments to take advantage when they do push numbers forward.
Because you've got a match and then you've got another one a couple days out, how does the scouting for that work? Do you have is some of the coaching staff looking 2 games ahead and one's looking to the next match? How does that work?
Yeah, luckily with no game this Saturday, it gives us kind of this week to start preparing for both matches. The challenge is, we don't fully know what we have available for the Saturday game until after the first game, right? And so we play on Wednesday. Thursday is a full day of travel out to the West Coast. So really until Friday, when we get back on the field after the game, will be the first time that we know how guys are starting to feel, whether we need to make adjustments or not. So there's some you can prepare for. You can, start to prepare for the opponent, but some of the internal preparation, it's challenging to know until kind of closer to that game time, which is part of the challenge with 2 games in a week. And it's good that we've seen that multiple times this season because our guys have shown an ability to be adaptable. Also showing a different formation this week keeps guys engaged, keeps guys thinking, keeps guys showing opportunities to play different roles as well. And anytime there's flexibility with with a smaller squad, it allows us to be a little bit more creative to put the best team possible out for each game.
Join us every week on Extra Time.